Olá YouTube, aqui fala o João Brito, João MS Preto 123 no YouTube, João Brito no Facebook. Hoje quero mostrar para vocês o iPad 2, que já saiu para aí há 3, 4 meses, não sei ao certo. Vou mostrar no site oficial, os vídeos, o design, características, as novas funções dele e etc. O site, como podem ver aqui, apple.com, como podem ver, está ali o site. Bastem ao site, vou carregar aqui em iPad para vocês verem, está aqui o preço dele. Posso vos mostrar o vídeo do iPad também, está aqui, para saberem mais ou menos o que é.
With iPad 2, we've made advances in both form and function that are so significant and far-reaching. I can't think of a product that has defined an entire category and has then been completely redesigned in such a short period of time.
It's amazing to think that just a year ago, very few people had actually held an iPad in their hands. And now, with iPad in the hands of millions of consumers, it truly has become a blockbuster post-PC device. iPad 2 really builds on the success of the original iPad. It's a third thinner and up to 15% lighter. It has an all-new dual-core A5 chip, which is up to twice as fast, with up to 9 times the graphics performance. We built in a front-facing camera for FaceTime and photo booth, and a rear-facing camera that shoots HD video. And we've been able to do all of this while still maintaining up to 10 hours of battery life.
The iPad 2 really is defined by the display. There are just no distractions. By reducing what were essentially 3 surfaces to 2, we got rid of the structural wall around the perimeter of the product and eliminated the edge. It's not only more comfortable to hold, but with the breakthroughs we've made with unibody engineering, it's rigid, sturdy, and even more precise. While the back of the product is made of durable aluminium, we wanted to figure out a way to protect the display without compromising the iPad's size and weight. So rather than developing a separate case, we created a cover at the same time that we were actually designing the iPad. The two are made to work together. It attaches magnetically, it aligns perfectly, and it's just as easy to remove. When the iPad detects you've opened the cover, it immediately wakes from sleep. And when you close the cover, it puts it back to sleep. You can also fold the cover to create a stand for typing or watching a video. And the microfiber internal lining was even designed to help keep the display clean. There are 10 colors, 5 in polyurethane and 5 in a beautiful aniline dyed leather. We're constantly working to refine and improve, to simplify, to make something thinner and lighter, and yet at the same time increasing its functionality.
With an all-new front-facing camera, we brought FaceTime to the iPad. It's everything you love about video calling on the iPhone 4, but better. The big iPad display really changes the FaceTime experience. At this size, everything is so much clearer and more expressive. There's a rear-facing HD video camera, so you can share the moments you're seeing as they're happening. But FaceTime is just the beginning. We optimized the iOS to take advantage of the A5 dual-core chip. And we're introducing new apps that really leverage all this processing power, like Photo Booth. It's so simple to use, and it's just ridiculously fun. With the new rear-facing HD video camera, iMovie is just a natural on the iPad. The display is so big, there's plenty of room to edit your video. And when you're done, your movies look awesome on the big, beautiful display. GarageBand is an absolute blast. You can use your own instruments, or you can just use the touch instruments that are built in. And those are integrated so well into the iPad that as you tap harder, it plays louder. It just reacts to what you're doing. When you're playing guitar, you can bend the strings. It's just amazing. You don't have to be a musician to use it. Just open it up, start tapping away, you're making music. Recently, we added new ways to share the content on your iPad. With AirPlay, you can share movies, photos, and music right to your Apple TV. And now we're adding video mirroring. Just connect your iPad to your HD TV, and it'll mirror exactly what you're doing on your iPad in any orientation and in full 1080p. We've done things with this iPad that we never could have done before, and it's because there's a lot of new innovation driving it.
It starts with the new dual-core A5 chip. That's added a lot more speed to things you do every day, like surfing the web, sending email, and multitasking. In fact, it's up to twice as fast. But the place we've made the biggest jump is with graphics, with performance that's up to 9 times faster. You'll really notice this in games and apps that use a lot of video. And for the first time, we built a gyro into this iPad. That gives you very precise control in multiple dimensions, and it allows us to really measure the orientation of the iPad in space. These new components and features add all kinds of possibilities when it comes to apps. And even though we've boosted the performance, we haven't compromised on battery life. The new iPad still gets a full 10 hours, and that's a major achievement in a design this thin.
With all that we've added to iPad 2, a thinner, lighter design, the amazing dual-core A5 chip, front and rear cameras, and the smart cover, this really is a giant leap forward.
The original iPad defined a category, and I think that the iPad 2 will really define that category for years to come.
Foi o vídeo do iPad 2, espero que tenham gostado. Agora vou mostrar aqui as novas características dele, para vos mostrar mais alguns vídeos. Está aqui as características dele, como estão a ver, as novas características dele. Os gráficos, um gráficos muito bom, 9 vezes mais rápido, com um novo chip e tem a mesma qualidade fantástica de bateria. FaceTime. Aqui vocês vão ver Smart Cover, vou mostrar o vídeo da Smart Cover para saberem o que é. Pronto, isto é Smart Cover, é magnética. Posso mostrar umas fotografias com ela. O que ela faz. Esta vocês, por exemplo, podem mexer. Ela faz isto. Podem mudar aqui a cor do iPad também, mudar a cor da capa. Tem várias cores, como estão a ver. Acho mais bonita esta. A qualidade do ecrã, muito bem. LED, como está aqui a dizer. O multitouch, que é para conseguir fazer multitouch em todos os seus produtos. O iOS, este é um aplicativo muito bom. Temos o giroscópio, que é, como eu já disse no outro vídeo, não é só esquerda e direita, também assim para baixo, nos jogos. Para se poder ligar uma televisão em HD para todas as aplicações, para ver o ecrã quando gira, também gira ali o iPad. O iPad para imprimir sem fios. Desculpem. Depois temos as características dele. Já vos mostrei isto aqui. Depois temos as apps integradas, que é o FaceTime. Vou mostrar o vídeo do FaceTime.
With a built-in camera for FaceTime and a gorgeous widescreen display, video calling comes to iPad 2 in a big way. You can make video calls with FaceTime over Wi-Fi to any iPad 2, iPhone 4, the latest iPod Touch, or even your Mac. Just tap FaceTime and choose who to call from any of your contacts, or just type in a number. Once they accept the call, you're instantly connected. That's all there is to it. It's so natural and immersive that you feel like you're talking to them in person. And it's easy to share your special moments as they're happening. Just tap here to use the rear-facing HD video camera, so they can see exactly what you see. The iPad really changes the FaceTime experience. With crystal clear sound and the big 9.7-inch display, it's like everyone is right there in the same room. FaceTime on iPad 2 lets you see so much expression and detail, you'll feel closer than ever to your family and friends.
Como estão a ver, é o FaceTime. Depois a aplicação Photobooth também, que é uma aplicação de câmera com vários efeitos de câmera, como estão a ver aqui. Efeitos muito engraçados, muito giros. Depois temos o iBooks, já vos falei também no iPhone, que é para terem os vossos livros. Depois temos as fotografias também. Mostrar para vocês o vídeo das fotografias, também posso mostrar. É uma muito boa maneira de ver as fotografias. Quando estão a ver as fotografias e viram para a outra pessoa,
They
a
look
fotografia também
incredible on
vira.
a large high-resolution display. And since you explore them just by touching, it feels like you're holding them right in your hands. To start, just tap Photos. No matter how many pictures you have, it's easy to scroll quickly through your entire library. Everything is bright and vibrant on the LED backlit display. Colors just pop. Images are crisp and detailed. Albums shows you all the photo albums you've made and
As
groups
fotografias
them
que
into
vocês
neat
podem
stacks.
passar
To
do
preview the
demo
photos in a
ao
stack,
Mac ou um
just
PC,
pinch a little to
usando
peek
o
inside.
iTunes e
To see
depois
all
quando
the
façam
photos in a
fotografias com o
stack,
iPhoto,
tap or pinch to
certamente,
open it.
ou para uma pasta e vão
Using
ao
the big
iTunes,
multi-touch
selecionam o
surface
iPod,
on iPad feels
fotografias e
completely
selecionam
natural.
quem passar do
Tap
iPhoto
a
ou
photo to
de
fill the
uma
screen,
pasta onde vocês têm as
flick
fotografias.
through them one
Neste
by
caso,
one,
se for um PC ou uma
or
pasta,
quickly
se for
skim
um
them
Mac,
all with the
o
bar at the
iPhoto.
bottom.
O iPhone tem
To
vantagem
view
de ter
photos in
no
landscape,
iPad a
just turn
dizer
iPad,
places,
and they
os
adjust right
sítios
away.
onde vão tirar as fotografias,
Show a picture to
ou
a
aparece com
friend
um
just
mapa
by
a
flipping
dizer onde
iPad
vocês tiraram
over.
as fotografias.
It instantly
que eu vos
flips the
falei.
photo so they can see it.
E também
Then,
os places,
it flips right back to
os
you.
faces, as
Tap
fotografias
here
viradas,
to easily share or
organizadas por
copy your
caras das
photo,
pessoas,
or use it
e
for a
também os
contact or
eventos.
wallpaper.
Se não tiverem o iPhoto, se não quiserem fotografias
Slideshows
com o
on
iPhone
iPad are
iPad, não
amazing.
têm
You
essas
can pick your own
funções. As
soundtrack from
fotografias
your music
normais, só
library,
fotografias.
and choose from beautiful animated transitions designed just for iPad, like Ripple and Origami.
São os efeitos que podes fazer do slide, que podem fazer do slideshow.
You can import your photos from your Mac or PC using iTunes. And if you're on a Mac and you use iPhoto, you can also view your photos in Events, Faces, and Places. In Events, your photos are organized by when you took them. For example, all of these pictures were taken on a day at the park. Faces is a way to look at your photos by who's in them, cropped so you can clearly see who it is. These are all the pictures of Heather. And Places is a way to look at your photos by where they were taken. You can even see them on a beautiful map. Just pinch a stack to see your shots from that location. You can also import your photos and videos directly to iPad
Tem uma
using the
dosadora à
optional
parte,
iPad
compra,
camera connection
vem os
kit.
dois juntos.
It comes with two
É
connectors,
com USB
one that
e
lets
outra
you
com
import from
cartão.
your camera or iPhone using its USB cable, and another that lets you import directly
Não vem
from an
carteira
SD
incluída.
card. iPad has lots of different ways to share your photos too. Just tap here, and AirPlay lets you instantly share your photos or play a slideshow wirelessly on your big screen using Apple TV. And you can print your pictures wirelessly right from iPad to any AirPrint compatible printer. After you see and touch your photos on iPad 2, you'll never look at them the same way again.
Então, estão a ver as fotografias. Muito boa imagem para ver fotografias. Imprimi-las wireless também.